Thanks for joining us. I'm David Molko. Speaker Mike Johnson campaigned today for both Joe Kent and Congresswoman Lori Chavez DeRemer in two toss-up races that are getting national attention. And at the same time, with just 12 days to go till the election, Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler gave a final progress report on the state of the Rose City, with voters now choosing who will succeed him in a brand new form of government. Catherine Cook kicks us off.
Please welcome to the stage one last time, Mayor Wheeler.
With just over 2 months left in office, Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler gave his final State of the City address Thursday. The Portland Metro Chamber hosted the event, a chance for Wheeler to reflect on 8 years as mayor.
Honestly, I feel like I was made for it. It wasn't always fun. It wasn't always easy. I wasn't always successful. I did some things right. I did some things wrong.
Wheeler and the city faced unprecedented challenges during his tenure. Months of riots and civil unrest, weather emergencies, both hot and cold, the COVID shutdown, and record homelessness and crime.
We leaned in to these challenges. I like to think of it as a judo maneuver. We saw an opportunity to pivot and improve our services to the community.
What I think is on the line is this momentum, because we cannot go backwards.
Chamber President Andrew Hone appreciates where the city is now.
It's not perfect, but there is steady progress. There are more people on our streets. It feels safer. There's less litter. There's less crime. There's big announcements like the WNBA.
And the MLB. Wheeler announced that next week he'll ask council to approve a resolution committing the city to partnering with the Portland Diamond Project.
These sports franchises can bring billions of dollars into our community.
It may be one of his last moves as mayor.
I'm really happy for him personally because this job is so hard.
Vanessa Sturgeon is president of TMT Development. As she looks ahead to next year and who may lead the city, her mind rests on Portland's economic health and recovery.
It's become very clear what Portlanders are focused on. We're focused on housing, homelessness, and public safety. That's what the constituents care about. It's what the elected officials need to focus on, and at least now we're all rowing in the same direction.
Even if it's still a bit upstream.
Wheeler leaves office as the first mayor since Vera Katz to have served more than just one term. Katz left office after 3 terms in 2005. Now, one more thing. The chamber honored Wheeler by declaring this day and every future October 24th as Mayor Wheeler Day in the city of Portland. David.
Thank you, Catherine. New tonight, when it comes to the race for Portland mayor candidate and trucking company CEO Keith Wilson is facing some scrutiny for reportedly failing to pay a small portion of his property tax bill. The Oregonian reporting that Wilson failed to pay some of the taxes owed to Clackamas County for his business, Titan Freight Systems, some $1,200 or so out of a total of $20,000. In a statement, Wilson telling KGW Titan, quote, regrets this mistake and went on to say it was a clerical error and appropriate training has already taken place. Taxes, including fees and fines, Wilson said, are now paid in full. This, of course, comes just days after the city auditor's office found another mayoral candidate, City Commissioner Renee Gonzalez, had violated campaign finance law. Gonzalez hit with a $2,400 fine after he used $6,400 in city funds to update his Wikipedia page. Earlier this week, he told us he plans to appeal. And candidate and Commissioner Carmen Rubio has also faced scrutiny, particularly for her driving record, most recently when she scraped another vehicle while parking, then walked away without leaving a note. The Oregonian also reporting that she accrued some 150 traffic and parking citations, plus some driver's license suspensions, largely before she was elected to city council. Rubio has apologized multiple times.
Serious times call for serious leaders.
That is House Speaker Mike Johnson, who made stops today in Washington's 3rd congressional district and Oregon's 5th, hoping one Republican can oust a Democrat in a rematch race and another can hang on. Alma McCarty caught up with the speaker earlier this evening. Alma?
Well, David, both races are extremely close, considered by some reports a toss-up. So the Speaker of the House traveled west to make a final pitch to voters and supporters less than 2 weeks out from election night.
Thursday, first in Washington, then in Oregon.
All right.
Speaker of the House, Representative Mike Johnson, campaigned for Republicans Joe Kent and Lori Chavez DeRemer in the final stretch before the election.
We're going to win this on turnout. We have the numbers in our favor. People are already voting, so get out there and make sure everyone votes. They check their ballot status.
This was the event in Ridgefield.
I can't wait for him to get there, okay? He has no idea how busy he's going to be.
Why come all this way? Johnson explains.
It shows you how important this race is to us. This district in Washington is one that everybody around the country is watching because it's so important. It's rated as one of the closest toss-up seats.
Same sentiment goes for his visit to Oregon's 5th congressional district, where he spoke to a crowd of Republican supporters in Oregon City.
The poster girl for effectiveness and hard work and executing plays with precision is Lori Chavez DeRemer, okay? She is.
I'm going to work hard. We're going to win this thing. We've got 11 days. Don't give up. I'm not giving up on you. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
The Democratic challengers in both districts responding to the Speaker's trip. Here's Representative Marie Glusenkamp-Perez, who is running against Kent.
Joe moved here to purge the Republican Party of people like my parents. He is here with a political agenda that's from somewhere else, that's oriented around D.C., and that's reflected in his choice to have the Speaker come out here and try to, insert himself and influence this race.
And after the taping of Straight Talk with Laurel Porter Thursday afternoon, Janelle Bynum had this to say about Johnson's stumping for Chavez DeRemer.
Well, you can tell a person by the company that they keep. You lay down with dogs, you get up with fleas. She's running with a MAGA crowd. He's the architect of a lot of the Project 2025.
Do you think it's going to help in the district for her when it comes to Election Day?
She'll need all the help she can get.
Again, these two races are marked as a toss-up, and Johnson's speakership could hinge on the outcome in these districts. David, back to you.
Absolutely worth noting the outcome here for him could be very personal. Thank you, Alma. Hey, a quick reminder, if you haven't sent in your ballot yet, check out our voter guide on the big races and the statewide measures. You can just text the word vote to 503-226-5088, and we will text you back with a link to what you need to know. 12 days and counting, folks. All right, to get you caught up on tonight's other headlines now, OHSU President Dr. Danny Jacobs is stepping down after more than 6 years in the top job, he says, for personal reasons. The board chair credited Jacobs with leading OHSU through the pandemic, for fostering research considered impossible a decade ago. Though in 2021, an independent review found the university failed to create a welcoming and safe environment, something Jacobs apologized for at the time. The board will vote on appointing the School of Medicine dean as the new president tomorrow. And Clark County health officials are once again sounding the alarm about whooping cough, also known as pertussis. Officials say they've seen some 342 cases so far this year. That's compared to just 14 last year, including exposures, they say, at several schools. Officials say they are most concerned about infants being exposed as cases spread in the community. They encourage parents and caregivers to ensure children are up to date on their vaccinations. And new data shows a decline in enrollment at Portland Public Schools, with the district down some 630 students this school year, about 1.4% from last year. This is based on head counts taken October 1st. During the pandemic, PBS lost more than 3,000 students, many who never returned. Straight ahead, at 11, punched by a tow truck driver. A look at the video that led a jury to award a 7-figure verdict. And later, the outdoorsman who paddleboarded the Columbia 365 days in a row now has a new co-pilot. Matt?
All right, David, thanks very much. We had a great sunset at the Oregon coast, really all around the state today. That clear sky, though, means it's going to get frosty again tonight. We've got some wind coming up tomorrow, some east winds, and we'll talk about the weekend rain.